Vicky.
Hello, Joanne.
Hi.
Hello, honey. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Really, I am okay. As long as I keep working and keep busy, I don't get too sad. Hi, Mrs. Bellman.
Ah, Vivian. Beth will be along shortly to help you.
Oh, good. Could I ask you something?
Of course.
It's just because Mr. Wheeler died, do people think that Mrs. Wheeler doesn't have enough money to buy food? Because there's all this food that's coming into the kitchen. It's enough to feed an army for a week.
Vivian, that's an old custom. When someone passes, friends bring food so the family doesn't have to bother with cooking.
Oh, I never heard of that before.
It's one way friends can help out.
That's really nice.
Vivian, has Iris come back from the funeral home?
Yes, ma'am. She's upstairs changing. Could I get you guys some coffee or some hot rolls?
No, thanks.
Okay, well, I'm just going to check on some things in the kitchen.
Sorry I couldn't get to the funeral home. The court session lasted longer than I expected. Max coming to town with you?
No.
He asked you to let me go, didn't he?
What'd I tell you, Butch? It's a Decker girl's car.
Sure fits the description in the papers.
I'm telling you, it's the same one.
Yeah, but what's it doing here?
Use your brain, Butch. That Foster guy must be holding Elena Decker in that building.
Ain't nobody in that building. It's been boarded up for 2 weeks.
Well, that makes it perfect. Nobody will see him. I think we ought to check it out.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait a minute. Go. What are we going to do with him once we find him?
That's why we brought along our little friend here.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You don't like the idea of being on some tropical island somewhere halfway around the world? And splitting $1 million? Being able to buy just about anything you feel like?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah. So what's with the buts?
Well, they say in the paper the guy's armed.
So much the better. Then it'll be good old self-defense.
Yeah, but what about the girl? Now, she's bound to see us.
But that's just too bad for her. Looks like she'll just get shot in the scuffle.
This is right. Now, please don't start anything with him.
Don't worry, I already promised Max.
I went to the funeral home. Mom already left.
She's upstairs, Dennis.
Dennis, I haven't seen you since...
It's all right, Vicky, you can say it. Since I went to jail.
It's really good to see you again. I've missed you at the station.
Well, it's good to be able to go where I want to go and do what I want to do. You know, it's incredible when I think how I've taken advantage of my time.
Well, Stryker seems very optimistic about your future.
Yeah, I wish I could be as optimistic, but when I think of my sentencing, well, it's difficult.
Well, Stryker seems to think you might get a suspended sentence.
Well, that's what we're hoping for, isn't it? Right now, I just want to take advantage of the time I have.
I understand you and Alex had a talk.
Yeah, we did. I think it meant a lot to him.
It meant a great deal to your mother, Dennis.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
She really needs you now, Dennis.
Well, I'll do what I can to help. Go see how she's doing upstairs. Excuse me.
I'm going to get some tea.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Well, what did Max say to you?
I wish to God I hadn't let you make that phone call.
Joe, it would be better all around if you would just let me go.
You know I can't do that.
Look, if I'm safe, the police won't be as concerned about finding you.
Oh, sure. And they're just going to forget about the $1 million and Bernie and Ricky.
I'll tell the police it was an accident.
You're not going to tell them anything. You understand? Understood?
You just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, but Joe,
I mean it, Elena.
I was just trying to help you.
Yeah, well, the only way you could have helped me is if you hadn't gotten mixed up with Bernie Stokes in the first place.
Me?
Yeah, if he'd had the money, none of this mess would have gotten started.
Now, just wait a second. I was not mixed up with Bernie Stokes. He was my friend. And I didn't ask him to give me that key. I didn't even want it. I didn't even know I had it. He was the one that put that key in Bernie Bear.
Shut up.
Bernie didn't tell me it was there, Joe.
Just shut up, will you?
Is Dennis here?
No, he's gone to be with Iris.
Oh. I was talking to Vivian earlier this morning. She said that Iris hadn't heard from Dennis.
He slept late.
Vivian said that Iris and Grant decided to go to the funeral home without him.
Yeah, he talked to Vivian. He said he'd meet them there.
How's Dennis doing?
Oh, all right, I guess, under the circumstances.
Yes, I imagine he is a bit confused right now.
Yeah.
Well, I really just stopped by to see if Dennis was here. I thought maybe I could help.
That's nice of you, Elliot. Thank you.
Would you and Dennis like to join me tonight for dinner?
I don't know if we can.
Oh, will Dennis be spending the evening with Iris?
He didn't say.
Well, there's no hurry. Let me know later. Just know that I'm free.
Thank you, Elliot. I'll tell Dennis that when I talk to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were planning a nap.
No.
Paige. Paige, for God's sake, what's wrong?
Oh, Dennis. I just don't know what to do.
Paige, here. Tell me what's wrong.
Can't, Elliot. Can't even talk about it.
Well, you have to, Paige. You can't keep this bottled up inside.
It will only upset Dennis more. I don't know who to turn to. I don't know what to do.
Paige, I'm not exactly a stranger.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, tell me what it is.
Dennis slept out here last night.
Did he say why?
I know why he did it. Elliot. It's because of me.
Now, I don't think you should jump to conclusions. Dennis has a great deal on his mind right now. He might not have been able to sleep. He just decided to stay out here not to disturb you.
No, that wasn't it. He's gotten so distant ever since I moved back into the apartment.
Distant how?
He won't look me in the face, Elliot. When I go to touch him, he pulls away.
Well, Paige, you've been separated for over a month. Dennis has been in jail all that time. It's just going to take some time.
Time, isn't it? Elliot, he just doesn't want me anymore.
Oh, I think you're wrong. In fact, I'm sure you are.
No, the truth is, he just has never gotten over that film that I made. I don't think he ever will forgive me for it.
Well, I agree. He's probably had a hard time dealing with it. But that's not too hard to understand. It was a big shock to him when he found out about it.
Such a fool.
Look, I don't believe it will permanently affect your relationship. I don't think the distance that you're feeling right now has anything to do with the film. Dennis is worried about the sentencing. It's not too far off. He's facing a very real possibility of a prison term.
I hope that's what it is, but I have this feeling that Dennis is already in prison. And there's no way that I can get him out.